You can't have power if you don't have money. That is according to our next guest, who's just released a new edition of her book, Women and Money. Author, motivational speaker, financial advisor, Suze Orman joins the show. Welcome back to The Closing Bell, Suze. Nice to see you.
Thanks, my dear Sarah. And we got to help your partner over there with his credit score.
Yeah, he just mentioned his bad credit.
But Susie, that's because when I moved here from the UK, they didn't transfer credit score across the Atlantic. I can assure you, back home, I'm very respectful. I pay my bills, but they didn't trust me when I moved here.
All right, that's what they all say, but it's okay. Well, let's just slide with boyfriend.
Let's talk about women instead, Susie, because it is the topic of your book, and I find it interesting how you relate what's going on in the world right now with the Me Too movement to women's financial empowerment when it comes to money.
Yeah, I do.
Does it really help?
Yeah, here's the thing, Sarah. You have to think about it logically, at least for me, is that why do women allow themselves to be violated? In many cases, it's because they need the role, they need the part, they need the job, they need the promotion. Why do they need that? They need the money. Why do they need the money? They need the money to be able to take care of their families, their children. So I firmly believe that if women became more powerful with their money, they started to use it and save it and give it to themselves versus everybody else, which is what women normally do, and they had an 8-month emergency fund, they had retirement accounts, they had financial security, they wouldn't then need the jobs and the promotions and all those things quite as much. And so I really would like to see women and start this whole movement, which is to stand up for yourself, to be powerful, to start being financially secure so that you may want money, but that you don't really need it so badly to ever do something that you shouldn't do.
And so, Susie, is this a case of just being more careful and putting a little bit more aside and saving it, or are there things that young women can be doing, even before they've got their first jobs or right in their early days, that can set them up better for their 30s and their 40s?
Yeah, there's a lot of things that women can do, and the first thing they can do is give to themselves as much as they give of themselves. Women really think, again, in my opinion, from all the years I've been doing this, that their money is for everybody else. They take care of their kids, they take care of their mother, their father, their brothers, their sisters, everybody. And then at the age of 50, they start to think about themselves. So I think it's important that women absolutely get involved with money. Listen, it's not about women. Can they invest? Can they not? Women are so smart, it's not even funny. But they have to want to understand that it's okay to say no to others when they want money from you. So say, you know, yes to yourselves, lady, more than no to others, and rather than always giving it away.
Well, I think the starting point matters, Susie. I mean, we just got the latest Census Bureau data, and it showed broadly a good thing that middle-income Americans are earning more. Poverty rate is falling, but guess what? Absolutely zero progress on the gender gap. Women still make 80 cents to the dollar that men make. Why is this not moving? And how bad do you think it is? How bad does it vary by race?
Yeah, listen, it's always been bad. There's a chapter in the book called Don't Put Yourself on Sale. And I think it's really important that, all right, are we going to let everybody else dictate what we get paid, or are we going to start to be more powerful and demand what we want to be paid? A lot of times women will settle. They'll say, okay, I'll take less. Okay, you can take my vacation pay away from me. Okay, I'll do this and I'll do that. You have to be strong. You have to be smart. You have to be secure. So this whole book, this whole thing, and really, Sarah, my whole time on the Suze Orman Show for 14 years on CNBC was really about women. Now is the time. Put your money away. Start a retirement account. Do this, do that. And they all need a financial empowerment plan, which is in the book. I tell them, do this, do that, do that, do this, and it gives them a guideline of exactly what they need to do.
Susie, there's something in this book that makes me feel sad, which is that you say people can't fall in love, true love, unless they've got money and they discuss their finances before then. Surely that's not true.
They can fall in lust, let me tell you. People can meet one another and they can do whatever, and then they fall in lust. Unless you know about somebody's past financial history, their FICO scores, their credit reports, 1 out of 2 couples that get married end up in divorce, and the number one reason for divorce is arguments over money. If you're marrying somebody who is a spender and you are a saver, it does not matter how much you love each other, that will eventually come into play. So it is important that you know as much about somebody financially speaking as you do personally speaking.
Also expensive to get a divorce. Just saying. But Suze, last question. Wanted to ask you for some reflections, because all week long we've been looking 10 years since the financial crisis. Had this great documentary on CNBC last night that Andrew Ross Sorkin did. How do you think Americans' personal finances and the way they make decisions about, say, home ownership has changed since the crisis, and has it gotten healthier?
Yeah, I thought for a while, truthfully, Sarah, that it had gotten healthier. And now I'm seeing that everybody wants to buy real estate again, that everybody wants to own a home, everybody wants to flip a home. When people talk to me about investing, they're not talking to me about the stock market and this and mutual funds. They're talking to me constantly about buying another piece of real estate. And I'm sitting there going, did you learn nothing? Did you learn nothing in the past? So, you know, I think they have forgotten, I'm so sorry to say, and what people should have realized over the past 10 years is when the market went down, and you should all be wishing and hoping that it goes down if you have 30 or 40 years till you need your money. A fortune was made starting in 2009. If you had just held on, if you hadn't sold, if you hadn't panicked, if you were in good quality stocks, you would be sitting so pretty today it wouldn't even be funny. But they forgot all that. So they're starting to get nervous again. Should I sell? Should I do this? They forgot. They're forgetting the lessons that the last 10 years should have taught everybody.